Hey guys, Sins for Days here, bringing you another how to play video for Overwatch. I noticed you guys really liked my first video for Lucio, the support character, so I thought I'd bring you another support character. This one is slightly easier to control in terms of technicality, but their overall ability in terms of gameplay mechanics is, to my knowledge, a little bit steeper than Lucio's. Reason being is more direct player-to-player healing. Lucio is a wide area character. Mrcey, the character I'm currently playing, is a targeted healer. This means that if your reticule is on another player and you hit the R2 button or the right trigger button for Xbox players, it will actually heal the ally. The reason this is so difficult is Lucio, you just have to be in the area of a player. Mrcey, you have to be specifically targeting that player to heal. Now, you may ask, why is this necessarily crucial? Mrcey does more healing over time than Lucio does. Lucio, like I said, is an area healer. He heals people gradually over time, is a good buffer if you have 5 people in one space. Mrcey can heal faster than Lucio can if you're directly on the player. And she also has a backup ability most people are familiar with, is the damage upgrade. Now, people have heard about team fights in terms of your composition of players. A good team strategy to have with Mrcey is a Pharah or a Bastion, I'm still trying to figure out the name, Bastion character. Reason being is that with that composition, Mrcey can damage boost their attack and actually one-shot to two-shot enemies for Pharah, and you can actually kill somebody with Bastion in the first 37 shots. So it's very important that you know, especially for Mrcey, when to heal and when to boost. That's the most critical aspect of a Mrcey I can see. I try to get a gameplay where you guys showed, or I'm sorry, where I played, where I can show you guys where I'm healing and where I'm boosting. Now, I know at the same time you can see the health bars like I can, and that's an important aspect when you're a support / healer role. Many people downplay the support role. Reason being is because nobody wants to sit there and fucking heal somebody the entire game. Unfortunately, you can't win that much without having somebody who can heal the entire game. I don't mind being the healer role. Usually I roll as a Soldier 76 or a Roadhog or a Zathura. Reason being is those guys are very damage heavy, they're very tanky, and it's also fun to play with them. But when I do play support, I do play Mrcey or I do play Lucio. And it's important to know that if you don't have a healer on your team, to be that healer. Step up, be a healer, it's very important. But to the gameplay, to how to play Mrcey. She has the healing, she has the damage, and she also has the fly ability that allows her to fly to an ally that needs healing. So she has ability to get up and go quickly if you're within the vicinity of an ally. That's important. Like I said, depending on your composition, Pharah, Bastion, and Reinhardt are very good compositions for Mrcey to heal. The reason being is that you can shield and heal at the same time. You can have your Reinhardt shield while you heal, or you can have your Reinhardt shield while you buff. Buffing means increasing the damage. So you'll see right here, I'm mostly taking care of the Pharah. Pharah players should be aggressive. There's no reason for them not to be aggressive if you have a Mrcey with them. The damage upgrades you guys can see right now, I'm starting applying to her when her health is about full to 3/4. Now, if you guys are paying close enough attention to your players, as you should be as a medic, you should know when to switch from damage to healing. This is an important factor. You guys will see me do this multiple times. I have a Tracer and I have a Pharah in front of her face. Currently, Tracer's health goes down very fast, so it's important to keep the healing stream on her when she's in your line of sight. Pharah can take a few more shots, so can Junkrat. You guys need to know the composition of your team, their stats, their attributes, their weaknesses, and defenses before you can be a healer. I can't stress this enough. If you want to take your gaming to the next level, it's important that you do that. Most pro players run between 1 and 2 support / medic units. Lucio for the speed and the area control of health, and Mrcey for the direct healing and damage buff. This can be very important for cracking a Reinhardt's shield, for getting through Zara's shield bubble, for getting through a Winston bubble. It's very important that you have the damage boost applied or damage buff applied to your players. You can see right now I'm using my Resurrect ability. Now, Resurrect isn't touched upon normally. Everyone knows what Resurrect does. The name's, pretty much explains itself. However, the timing of Resurrect is what people fail to mention. Timing of Resurrects can be very important. When you're a Mrcey, it actually shows you how many allies are down. It'll say 2 allies are down, 3 allies are down. Depending on your Resurrect timing, this can absolutely be quintessential in winning a game. And we are trying to control the warehouse point of this escort, and it's pretty tough. And you can see that a good Resurrect, can change the tide of battle, because most times matches or one-on-one contests are pretty close. If you use a Resurrect ability, the enemy generally has lower health than a resurrected ally, because they return at full health and they return with full attributes. So this can be a very important tool to use. This is the speed tool I was talking about earlier, where you can glide towards your allies. Mrcey isn't as slow as people think she is, so it's important to use this tool. Healing, speed, damage control, resurrections are very, very, very important, and this is how you should play this character. You can see I'm not rushing in. I'm using my gun when I need to, and I'm only healing and applying buffs when I need to. It's very important for everyone to know this. Lucio's can be more aggressive. Zenyatta's can be more aggressive. Mrcey's cannot be aggressive. Now there's, like I said, the equal trade. For not being aggressive and not being able to do a lot of damage, you do more healing over time than any other support / healing player. This is critical. This is why any pro runs a Mrcey. This is why any pro will recommend a Mrcey. If you have a good healing target, if you have a good healing player, in this particular example, I get 28 defensive assists. That's because I am buffing a Pharah, I'm buffing a McCree, I'm buffing a Reaper while they're killing somebody. So I get 28 medals at the end of this game. And that's important. Mrcey, most people think of her as a healer. Her best ability, I think, in my opinion, is her damage buff. This is incredibly important to winning team fights. It's incredibly important for team composition. So the next time anyone thinks, oh, it's fucking boring to be a healer, I just run around and everyone else gets to kill people and I get to stand around and make sure people don't die, don't take your role for granted. It's very important. Some people relish being a healer. Some people relish, oh, I'm making sure my teammates are alive. I heal over 9,000 damage in this game alone, and I make sure to cause 28 assist medals for defensive assists in terms of attack power. Don't think everyone is not appreciative, because at the end of this game I actually get 9 votes for MVP of the game. And if you guys aren't familiar, 6 of which came from my team, 9 came from the other team. So the other team recognizes your ability to heal too. So this is how you should play Mrcey. Remember, her biggest weaknesses are fast players, Genjis, Reapers if they teleport, Tracers when they move around. That's her weaknesses, are the fast players. Her strengths are the ability to heal on point-to-point contact with one-on-one allies, so the ability to heal directly, and her other ability, which I think is underlooked but overappreciated, is her damage buff. Remember to take your fights decisively, heal decisively, back away when you need to, and regroup. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay. This is how you play Mrcey. I'm hopefully going to be posting some more how-to videos later on. Thanks for watching.